everybody, my name is Mars, you can call me MG if you'd like, and today I have a very exciting video where I will be showing you the character art that I have commissioned. So, a little bit of backstory. My current writing project, my main writing project I should say, I am a bit of a project hopper and I've been tinkering with some other projects, but the one that I've been working on mainly for the past couple of months, I would say, is Whimsy, my fantasy romance duology. I am currently working on the first draft of the first book in the duology, and I decided that because I finally have disposable income again after getting a job over the summer for the first time in almost 3 years, is how long I was unemployed, I would do something that I've always wanted to do, and that is commission art of my characters. And the artist that I commissioned, her name is Alexandra. I have been following her on Tumblr for many, many years now, and she does a lot of really good art, but something that she's kind of known for is taking classic paintings and redoing them with people's characters, and I thought that was absolutely phenomenal, and that's what I wanted her to do. So I spent a long time narrowing down what classic painting I wanted her to remake with my characters, and I had it narrowed down to two paintings by the same artist, and that artist is Frank Dixie, who has done a lot of portraits of couples. And I won't tell you what the runner-up was because I kind of do want to commission her again at some point in the future to do that as well with these same characters, but the one that I ended up going with is Romeo and Juliet. It is a very lovely painting that I think is beautiful, and I have now received my commission of my characters as Romeo and Juliet in this painting, and it looks so good. So I'm going to pop that on screen for you now and leave that up for the rest of the video so that you can marvel at it the way I have been while I continue talking about my project. So the two characters you see are, of course, my main characters, the ones who fall in love and have a romance over the course of this fantasy romance duology. The female character is Ainzel. She is Fae, but masquerading as an elf. Specifically, she is a changeling, and she is running from her past, kind of trying to forget her Fae heritage and leave that behind her. Then the male character is Gilfire. He is human, but he is training to be a wizard, and he also kind of doesn't want anything to do with his family. He is very much at odds with his father, who is in the train industry and does not really care about nature, and nature is something that Gilfire is very passionate about, so the two are very much at odds with each other. And Angel and Gilfire come into each other's lives to solve a murder, sort of. That's like the big thing, but they also both have ulterior motives for this, and they end up, I'm not gonna tell you how or why they do this, but in order to continue on this journey together, they end up having a marriage of convenience, which is one of my favorite tropes, so of course I'm very excited to include that in this story. And then they are kind of strangers, married to each other now, and trying to figure out what is going on while also fulfilling their ulterior motives, and along the way they fall in love. That's basically what the project is. Partway through September, I actually set a challenge for myself to finish the draft of this first book by the end of the year, and I had been not exactly struggling with writing for a little while, but struggling with not being able to write as much as I used to. So, like I said, I got a job over the summer, and I've also been a lot more socially active this year than I really have been in the past, so I just have a lot less free time, which means I've got a lot less time to write, and it has been hard for me to adjust to that, but adjust I am, and I decided to take things slowly with this draft. So the time that I started this, there was 15 weeks left in 2025. So I figured, okay, the first week, my goal will be to write 100 words a day. Second week, 200 words. Third week, 300 words a day, and so on. At the time of filming this video, which is a little bit in advance of when you'll be seeing it, I have just completed week 7, which means that my goal for the past week has been to write 700 words a day, and for the upcoming week, it will be 800 words a day. That's a lot, but I feel like having worked up to it, it feels a lot more achievable than it would have been if I had just gone straight out the gate being like, okay, I want to write 800 words a day starting now. It's definitely been a challenge sometimes. There were a few days throughout the past 7 weeks where I barely wrote 50 words, but there have also been days where I wrote 1,500. Like, it definitely fluctuates a lot. I am very happy to say that the cumulative goal over the past 7 weeks I have surpassed by over 3,000 words, which is crazy and not something I expected or was aiming to do. I feel like that bank of extra words is really going to come in handy later on, especially once the holiday season sets in, where there might be days where I can't write at all, or maybe there will be days like I've had before where I just can't write more than a few sentences without feeling burnt out or uninspired or unmotivated. So I've realized that I haven't talked about writing nearly as much on this channel as I have in the past, and part of that is because I haven't been writing as much, part of it is because I wanted to talk about reading a little bit more, and this channel has always been about both reading and writing. So I am hoping that this update video is for those of you out here who miss me talking about writing. I am going to try to keep it a little bit more balanced in the future, but I make no promises. I just wanted to let you guys know that I have been working on some stuff and I've been having a blast doing it. And I also wanted to show off this really amazing character art. Ugh, it's so beautiful. I'm going to get it printed and like framed to put it on my wall because I'm just totally obsessed with it. It's so good. That is all of the update that I had for you today. It's just a quick little video, but I hope you've enjoyed it nonetheless. If you did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel for more content, and that way I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone.